Hi everyone, this is our second interview. We did an Instagram live with Bennie earlier this week. Many things went wrong, so we're doing this again now, and on a Zoom meeting. So we'll try to keep it short. We won't have time for a Q&A, but at least we'll have this great content available for you again. So first of all, Bennie, let's hear a little bit about yourself. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I would say good morning for you, good afternoon to me then. We have a little bit of a time delay between countries, so always nice to have. Thanks again as well, Kale, for this opportunity. We've been friends as well in the past when we were like neighbors. We haven't seen each other for a long time. And yeah, I think now with our common interest in some kind of aspects, we refound each other and we stayed in touch. So that's a good thing to have, I would say.
Definitely.
I would say I just became 30 years ago, a couple of months ago. And for me, that was also like a key point in my life where I need to make some decisions as well. Try to prioritize what was important again and try to reassess what was going wrong and going right. So that was a really important point in my life, I would say. 30 years. I'm a manager of a Belgian company as well. I do a full-time job. And now for 1 year, I'm almost 1 year, I need to say, I'm in the trading team as well, where we are trying to trade together on the Forex market, which is like a big market where every day $7 trillion are being pushed around left and right, sold and bought, I would say. So huge opportunities in the market. And I'm learning, I'm educating, I'm trying to show the opportunity the market has as well to others. But however, I try to work as well on my personal development and try to be a better person as well every day and try to have the right mindset as well into doing this. So like full-time job, trader as a hobby. I was also really big into sports when I was young, from a young age until later on as well. Mainly into CrossFit. I did some CrossFit competitions as well. But like I said, I became 30, had a full-time job, had a girl I need to maintain as well, like you say. So I had to reprioritize some things again. And yeah, the sports aspect, the CrossFit is the thing I downscaled a little bit. I stopped with the competition aspect. I stopped being busy all the time with CrossFit. Right. And I'm now training now like for 3 to 4 days in a week if everything goes well. So not like every day like in the past. So things I'm doing. So full-time job, trader, sports guy, and also into personal development.
Yeah, so I think mindset and trading is what we'll talk about most. Just a short thing first. I remember I was following you on Instagram before we got into touch. And I remember, I think you had this kind of motivational words on your t-shirts that said voor goud, which means for gold. So I'd just like to know how many gold medals.
Oh, that's a really, really blunt question as well, because I haven't had any gold, only like silver and bronze. So
That's a shame. That's a shame. But still, podium, but it's good enough.
We did a bad prospection, I would say.
But anyway, let's dive a little bit into mindset. Last time you said for trading, it's 90% mindset, and then I believe it's about 10% knowledge. So can you talk a bit about mindset and how you deal with emotions while trading?
I said before, like mindset was like the key in trading as well, because you can learn everything you have, but you need to do it as well, even with the knowledge you have. So like having the right mindset to do the correct thing at the correct time, to manage your trades, to not be too stressed out when it goes wrong, but really to stick to your plan. Is something that's really important. You mentioned before, like on the t-shirt, the voorhoud, the mindset. For me, voorhoud, it was the mindset I had. You always need to try and reach the maximal potential as well, and that was what my t-shirt or the quote is saying at the time as well. It's always voorhoud, even if you know that you have no chance at winning or less of opportunity, you always need to try to reach the better potential as well and go for the max. So that was really mindset wise really important. But mindset in trading is a whole different thing, I would say. You want to reach for gold, you want to reach the upper potential, but on the other side you don't want to be too greedy as well. So always trying to go for gold means that sometimes you try to get something that's not there in the market as well, because the market doesn't go always like straight up or straight down. And then you say, I'm going to buy up, it goes up, okay, I reached maximal potential. The market goes like fluctuating movements. So sometimes being happy with a lesser movement is also something that is a good thing to have. And don't be too greedy, have the right mindset, train your mindset as well, have your own risk management, and stick to your plan. Really, really important as well.
More specifically, I believe that perhaps in the beginning you've had a few setbacks, a few negative deals maybe. How do you deal with them?
Yeah, I think this is common as well for every trading that started. Maybe you have some motivational picture as well, where you see it in the beginning. You have like some beginner's luck, and then you are really attracted and attempted to the potential the market has, and you bought the right share if you are into stocks, or you did a right thing, maybe with a little bit too much risk, but it means that your account multiplied at a certain moment. But on the other side, if you have that much risk, it means as well that you risk too much, and it's like flipping coin, and it cannot be like gambling some money. So sometimes it goes wrong, it goes right, and then you're good. And in the beginning, most of the traders, they experience this flow, but on the other side, you need to be able to trade the next day as well. So risking every time 100% all your accounts every day, this won't go in the long term. So that's why having like a proper plan, a good strategy, with the right risk management, and we say we risk on one trade 2 to 3% at max, and you don't try to have more than 3 or 4 trades going at the same time. So it means if you have like a setback, you're still able to trade the next day. And if you have like your right risk to reward in place, where you have risk to reward of 1 to 3, 1 to 5, even 1 to 10 on some trades. If you lose one, it means if the other 2 are good, you are immediately in the green. So but it means that you need to have like the right mindset to do this as well. And how do you deal with setbacks? In the beginning, you know it as well. You think you're the best trader after just 1 or 2 winning trades. You have big confidence. Then you go
confidence.
Because you're the Forex god, and you're the best trader in the world. So you try to do something, but at a given time you see suddenly the graphic or the trade goes a little bit back. You begin to stress, you begin to sweat, you're all the time on your screen. At that moment you know that you're not this is not the right thing to do, and this is something you cannot do for weeks or months or years as well. So it needs to be durable as well. You need to be able to still live a normal life. So risk management is really key. And these setbacks, you will have someone, because no one can win 100%. This is also the first thing that you need to get in your mind. Not every trade you do is going to be a successful one. But try to have a good amount of successful trades with the right risk to reward system in place, and then in the end you will be profitable, which is the main goal. And this leads us then again to the compounding effect. You don't want to flip your accounts like we've seen on YouTube videos where guys with 100 euros try to flip their account to 10,000, 20,000 in 1 week. It means that they risked like 100 accounts of 100 euro, and they were maybe lucky 1 or twice when they went all out for a couple of times. This is not like the thing we try to promote in our team as well. We try to promote compounding, where with a small account you try to gain 3 to 5% a day, which means that you're able as well to trade the other day as well. And by compounding, after 1 year, after 2 years, your account gets bigger, your gain gets bigger. You can have a bigger lot on each trade as well, which means that you can always win better. And by this, exponentially, you get to the dream you want to have. And now the ultimate goal then is to be like location independent and try to make some money as well on your PC or on your tablet or on your smartphone from no matter where, in Bolivia, in Belgium, wherever in the world, which is like the ultimate goal. But this is not something you can reach in 1 or 2 months. So don't dream, but do and take the time and compound.
Great. So if I understand correctly, you're never actually investing, trading more than 10 to 15% of your account in a day.
This is already a big amount. We try to. I'm a little bit more of a risky person as well. I need to be honest as well. We try
Depends
to
on
promote
age as
to do
well.
like,
Older people might take less the risk, and then younger people might still take a bit
mm,
more risk. It depends
yeah,
what
yeah,
you're trying to win as well and why you're doing it.
yeah. But like three trades of 2% is like is really good as well, and maybe
Oh,
3% if you really have like a good setup, I would say. But don't try to risk more as well. We've seen as well once people have a setback and suddenly their account gets into the minus or in the red, or you have like a negative day, they try to over leverage with more trades, with more risk, just to have like the blue day, to have the amount of the daily goal.
uh-huh.
But yeah, it's a mindset. If you have like three losing trades at a given at a given time concurrently, yeah, maybe just put your phone away, stop it, and try to have more the next day afterward. Because then you will try to get a revenge trade, try to over leverage your account, and not a good thing to do, I would say.
Exactly. So just take your
That's
losses.
why mindset is important. Like I stated before, 90% is mindset, and only 10%
Mhm.
is like real trading knowledge as well.
And I think that's the difficulty, just accepting your losses.
Yeah,
Call it a day, try again the next day.
yeah, yeah.
Um, let's dive into something a little bit different. So I consider myself a bit more of a long-term trader, and certain long-term traders like the famous Ben Graham would say that that's the only way of investing. That what you're doing, he'd call that betting, for example. And some people even call it a scam. Like, what are your views on this? You don't agree with this view. So I'd like convince me or convince other people why it's not a scam and why it can be considered investing as well.
Oh, Kiel, a harsh question here on a friendly interview. I thought so, but I try to do this the correct way as well. Um, I think it's correct as well that really investing on the long term is like the good way to go as well. But on the short term, you have different strategies as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it like a chair or a table. It has like four legs, you know. So
Okay.
and needs four legs as well to maintain. If you have three legs, it's not stable. So why would you like only risk your life as well with only one income as well? I try to
Mm-hmm.
spread my income as well. Like I have a long time investment on stocks where just stocks where I don't touch for life. And like I said before, like the electrical vehicle things and
Oh,
everything that's like
I see.
green energy and durable. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
buy it and leave it, set it, forget it, and never think about it. And within 5 years, think again, and then you're investing as well. One leg of my table, another table,
Okay.
crypto, Bitcoin. Yeah, sorry, but for me, that's a little bit of investing as well. Because if you see what happened before and what's really the opportunity and the possibility in it, it would be crazy to not just, yeah, I'm not saying risk or gamble on it, but just have like a small amount, another leg as well into
I,
that domain as well. Because
I do
if
as
it
well.
explodes
Bought at
exponentially,
wrong time.
have it, it's there. Second leg, and then yeah, I have a Forex leg, I would say, on my trading account where yeah, I have a smaller amount of money because it's like an account I want to compound as well. And for me, it's not gambling because I know what I'm risking, I know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm leveraging on. But this is more like my compounding effect where I try to have like 3 to 4% a day. And in the beginning, this is like, yeah, it's only a couple of euros, but after a month, you need to. I always make. I have a trading plan as well with an Excel file, and I made on it like this is my trading account balance. I need to have like 2 to 3% a day, and then I count what I need to have at the end of the week. And if you
Mm-hmm.
see it, and if you take the table for like 1 year, and then if you see if you are consistently and not trying to over leverage and do the right trades and have this amount, after 1 year, after 2 years, after 3 years, your eyes will go like this. You see what you can, what is the possibility or the amount you can have. And this is not by trading every day or having all the right trades, just by having 1 or 2 trades in 1 week who are profitable, for instance, with the right risk to reward. You can already be good on your weekly goal and you're already succeeding.
Okay.
But then again, you have different strategies as well. You have people who are Forex traders and try to scalp, we call it, who try to go short term and try to look for like small gains with big lots, but with a tight stop loss as well. To
Mm-hmm.
have this amount, to have this their daily goal and the weekly goal. You also have Forex traders who say, hey, the market goes there, the market goes there. I give my trade a little bit more breathing air and have a little bigger stop loss, and my risk to reward is really bigger and I just wait and see and try to go like this. And this is also a little bit the long-term investing plan, but then maybe on a couple of days within Forex as well. So for me, it's not gambling if you have like your indicators. It is gambling if you don't know what to do. I have a strategy, a plan where I have this is my entry, this is my exit. If all these indicators are good, and if it's not, I go out. And just by having this plan, I'm already going to succeed, more or less 50%. And then with the right risk management, So it's for me, it's not gambling because I know what the strategy can do. It has been backtested. It has been used before. I know what the results will be. The only risk I have when I lose is if I'm getting too emotional and if I'm not following the right plan as well. And then I'm risking something. But you will learn easily. In the beginning, you will easily learn who you are as a person once you start Forex trading as well. Because greed is something that is really a human or a human characteristic, I would say, which is really difficult to fight against, I would say. So this is why you need to be really, really, really tight on your mindset in the Forex trading. And by having this table, by putting your money, and then maybe my fourth leg as well as just my saving accounts, or having some or trying to buy a house as well. And then you have like a good table, and even then you can withstand any storm as well. Once one leg is falling down or once one leg is getting out, your table's still there. So it would be really
the biggest leg of your table. Your full-time job.
And full-time job as well. So but I at the moment I'm a little bit like I have my income, but it's like it's a little bit of a waste to just put it on a savings account nowadays. If you see what are all the possibilities and the opportunities that the market can give. So I rather try to build my legs on my table strong instead of just have all my income then on on the savings account where I maybe within a couple of years need to pay for it. So.
Can I ask something more specific, technical maybe? So
just
what would be a good amount to start investing? As to start trading, what would you recommend people to start with, like a minimum?
Trading wise, it's a difficult question as well, I would say. But the members I try to start with, I always said 300 euros, 200 euros minimum on a trading account. And even in the beginning, if you have like a bigger trading account, it's something I would not advise, because if I see the members I'm mentoring that are able to be consistent with this small amount, I know that they will be able to do the same thing when there's a 0 or 2 zeros or 3 zeros next to their account balance. But I always advise not to go more than this amount, because then I know, okay, if you can handle that with this balance and you can double it and then you can redouble it, and with the compounding plan, you know what happens. Okay, then I can have complete confidence that you are able to manage as well with the same risk, with the same strategy, with the same plan on a bigger account. But even in the beginning, we've seen before, maybe I'm not in the team, but on YouTube, or you see it somewhere else, people who try to start with Forex trading, they don't even know what it is. They have accounts of 5,000, 10,000 more euros, and they go all in. And then you say like, okay, buy your leg. Try to find a new one. It's something I'm not really advising. And investing wise, without Forex, but just on the stock market, I would say,
bit more.
you have a savings account. And the market always goes up normally. So even if you have like some small dips, like within Corona now, and some greater depressions a couple of decades ago, but eventually, if you take a look at the chart of the market, it goes in one direction and it's up.
So you say I could start trading with 200 euros. Could open a savings account, a trading account. I'm sorry, 200 euros. That's a good place to start. If I don't add any other money to this account over the course of a year, what would I be looking at after consistent trading after 1 year? Could I have doubled my account, tripled my account, more or less? I don't want something specific, just like a scale.
Yeah, 2%. in the compounding wise, if you only take a look at 2% a day, maybe I need to open my Excel file. But
just a rough idea.
With 200, it's almost 5 to 10 double. So if you are really consistent with it, but take into account some red days as well. Take into account that you cannot win every day. But if you stay consistent, if you're not greedy, if you don't over leverage, yeah, with looking at more than 5 to 10 double your initial account.
So if I were to put in a lot of time and effort to really be consistent, have a good mindset, have a good mentor, as you'd say, I could look at 10xing my account in a year's time.
Yeah, but again, we cannot guarantee as well any financial success because everyone does it.
You muted yourself.
We cannot also guarantee financial success. It's something we cannot guarantee, but if you stay consistently with it, you have the good trading plan, it can easily happen.
Of course. In the end, it's still a zero-sum game, so there have to be losers if there are to be winners. Let's try to round up with your top 3 tips for someone that wants to start trading.
Yeah, this was a question I had to think a lot because I had only 3 things. That's really difficult to only do this. But on the other side, it's also the concept of your website, top 3. So I think it's really good because 3 main points. You always need to prioritize some things. So this is a really good concept as well. I believe.
I believe that if there are too many things to focus on, people get a bit anxious, afraid to start, afraid of failure. It's just overwhelming. So with top 3 things, maybe it's not everything you need, but it will be a good, basic, a good foundation to start. Thinking of 80-20 principle as well. So I'm just thinking about the 20% of things that will have 80% of results. What would those 3 things be?
Yeah, it's good for focusing on it. And if I would take a look at the Forex trading business and how to succeed in it, yeah, if I need to really look at the 3 points, it would be, I already mentioned it. First of all, look for a good mentor who is able to help you as well. And why? Because you have a lot of people who try to scam you as well, try to lure you into something, but it's not that cannot be the point. And the other side of having a good mentor is also, normally he had been through these obstacles, he had been through these setbacks, and he can give you the right advice as well to not make this fault that someone else his mentor has made. So it is really important, and it will really exponentially grow your knowledge and your mindset as well if you are having someone who is really able to coach you and to help you into doing it. So for me, the first part would definitely be search a mentor, certainly in the beginning, because there's a lot of knowledge, there's a lot of people who you maybe cannot trust or who are maybe more doubtful. So having and finding these right mentors is something that's really good. The second part as well then would be to be and maintain this consistency as well. We talked about the training plan, we talked about the mindset. Don't try to get rich quickly and risk it all. No, consistent. Try to have 2%, 3%, or 5% each week, based on what your knowledge and your skills are, and then you're good to go. And please maintain this plan as well. Don't say, hey, but this is a good setup, I go for it. No, consistency is key. With a really quick intensity that only goes for 1 or 2 weeks, and afterwards you're not trading anymore, you're not learning anymore, you're not doing it anymore. This is not the right durable way as well. So this consistency is really key. And the other part, then the last thing as well, and then I think this is also really important one, is if you see that you are able to be consistent, that your account is growing, why not reward yourself as well and time with something to keep you motivated, to keep your girlfriend, wife, children, family motivated as well. Do a little trip as well with the money you earn on your account. You can withdraw at any time as well. If you see that you have some profits, why not take something off, reward yourself for the work you've done. You only have one life, so rewarding yourself, motivating yourself, and also this will keep the girlfriend, the family happy with sometimes the time you put in it as well. So then the circle is round, I would say, and you did a good job in the end. So I would say never forget that.
To sum up, get yourself a mentor or someone who knows, can guide you, teach you the basics, teach you the ropes, as they say. Be consistent. I'd like to read a little quote here by Gary Kasparov, the famous chess grandmaster. He talks about strategy. So he says, sticking with a plan when you're winning sounds simple, but it's easy to become overconfident and get caught up in events. Long-term success is impossible if you lack reactions trump planning. That's not the one I wanted to read, but it definitely relates to consistency in emotions.
Yeah, a good quote.
Actually, the one I was looking at is, if you're quick to blame faulty strategy and change it all the time, you really don't have any strategy at all. So only when the environment shifts radically should you consider a change in the fundamentals. So that's what you said, be consistent, not because something looks a bit different should you change your entire strategy, stick to it, because for a reason it's your strategy, and if it has worked in the past, it will continue working in the future as well, unless things change dramatically.
Hopefully this is something your mentor can help you with just trying to let you prioritize on one proven winning strategy as well.
And just finally, as you said, just allow yourself to be human as well, and give yourself and your family a reward. I think we've all experienced this, the girlfriend, or if you have children, maybe, spend some more time with me, and you're like, I'm sorry, I'm really busy on this trading setup now, or I'm really busy on this project. And then just when you do have time, reward yourself, and some of the money that you earn, spend it on something well.
Yeah, very good.
So Benny, real pleasure to have you again for our second interview.
Very grateful.
If that you have any parting words, anything else that you'd like to share, now is the moment.
Yeah, maybe like the same words I used during the interview itself, or the interview you wrote down, and during the last Instagram live, is try to stay and maintain always this positivity as well. Positivity attracts positivity, and it's really important to live and to strive to have this positive environment as well. So even if you have a setback, even if something goes wrong, it is not the moment to let this all out on the world, and just have a positive mindset. The next day you will win, and people will see this, and positivity attracts positivity. So it's my lasting words, I would say.
Great message to end this interview. Just stay positive, whatever happens, you're always in control of your emotions. So this was Benny. Thank you very much. If you have any questions for Benny, you can reach out to him on Instagram at BennyBo23.
Yeah.
Right? And you can also read more on the website on TopThreeGuide.com. The article's called Trader's Mindset. Check it out. You'll learn a lot more about Benny there as well. And hopefully one day he can help you set up your trader's account.
Yes, that would be a good thing. Thanks, Gail. Thanks for your time and giving me this platform as well to share some valuable stuff, I would say. Thanks.